Morning students. Today we will discuss accounts and record maintenance under GST. Section 35 of the Act mandates the upkeep and maintenance of records at the place of business in electronic or some other forms. The power is vested with the Commissioner either for the relaxation or for prescribing additional records for certain classes of taxable persons. Furnishing of an audited statement of accounts and reconciliation statement contemplated for persons having turnover exceeding prescribed limit. Failure to maintain records or accounts may entail payment of tax as determined by a proper officer in respect of unaccounted transactions. Next, as visible on your screen, includes accounts, records, and documents which are to be maintainable. Every registered person shall keep and maintain at his principal place of business the documents as shown on your screen, like the certificates related to production or manufacture of goods, inward and outward supply of goods or services or both, purchase and sales register, stock of goods inventory register, input tax credit availed, electronic credit ledger, output tax payable and paid, electronic liability and electronic cash ledger, other particulars as may be prescribed, goods or services imported or exported, or of supplies attracting payment of tax on reverse charge, advances received, paid, and adjustments made, as well as works contract. Next, we will see the accounts and records to be maintained by the manufacturer. As you can see on your screen, different records and accounts are written on it, like invoices, bill of supply, delivery challans, credit notes, debit notes, receipt vouchers, payment vouchers, refund voucher, and e-way bill. Monthly production account showing the quantitative details of raw material or services used in the manufacture, quantitative details of the goods so manufactured, and quantitative details of waste and by-products. Next, we will see the accounts and records to be maintained by job contractor. As you can see on your screen, different records are given, like invoices, bill of supply, delivery challans, debit credit notes, receipt vouchers, payment vouchers, refund voucher, and e-way bills. Besides that, registered person executing works contract shall keep separate accounts for each work contract. The names and addresses of the persons on whose behalf the works contract is executed, description, value, and quantity of goods or services received for execution of works contract, description, value, and quantity of goods or services utilized in the execution of each works contract, the details of payment received in respect of each works contract, as well as name and addresses of suppliers from whom he has received goods or services. Next, we will see the accounts and records to be maintained by godown or transport operator. Every owner or operator of warehouse or godown or any other place used for storage of goods, and every transporter, irrespective of whether he is a registered person or not, shall maintain records of the consignor, consignee, and other relevant details of the goods in such manner as may be prescribed. If not already registered under the Act, shall submit the details regarding his business electronically on the common portal in form GST ENR 01. Upon validation of the details furnished, a unique enrollment number shall be generated and communicated to the said person. Any person engaged in the business of transporting goods shall maintain records of goods transported, delivered, and goods stored in transit by him and for each of his branches. Shall maintain books of accounts with respect to the period for which particular goods remain in the warehouse, including the particulars relating to dispatch, movement, receipt, and disposal of such goods. Shall store the goods in such manner that they can be identified item-wise and owner-wise, and shall facilitate any physical verification or inspection by the proper officer on demand. As we already discussed, according to Section 35, subsection 3, the Commissioner may notify a class of taxable persons to maintain additional accounts or documents for such purpose as may be specified therein. अकॉर्डिंग टू सेक्शन 35 सबसेक्शन 4, जहाँ पे कमिश्नर को लगता है कि टैक्सेबल पर्सन के लिए पॉसिबल नहीं है सभी रिकॉर्ड्स मेंटेन करना अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्रोविजंस ऑफ दिस सेक्शन, देन in writing the commissioner may permit such class of taxable persons to maintain accounts in such manner as may be prescribed. Next, that if there is more than one place of business is specified in certificate of registration, the accounts relating to each place of business shall be kept at such places of business, provided registered person may keep and maintain such accounts and other particulars in electronic form in such manner as may be prescribed. Place of मेंटेनेंस ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स की बात करें तो एवरी रजिस्टर्ड पर्सन इज रिक्वायर्ड टू कीप एंड मेंटेन ऑल रिकॉर्ड्स एट हिज principal place of business necessarily. The GST provision requires every registered taxable person to maintain the accounts and records for at least 72 months or 6 years. The period will be counted from the last date of filing of annual return for that year. The last date of filing the annual return is 31st December of the following year. Further, if the taxpayer is a part of any proceedings before any authority, first appellate, or is under investigation, then he must maintain the books for 1 year after the order of such proceedings appeal has been passed. So this is all about maintenance of accounts and records. Thank you.